Hello, my name is Wallace Krupnek, and this is my Catstone. Beautiful cat products that cats actually want. So, who am I, and why did I think that I would be viable to be solving this problem in the first place? Well, I like cats. No, I'm just kidding. But I do really like cats. I've had countless cats throughout my life, and I actually live in an apartment right now with two cats, and they're very interesting. I love them, and I just noticed that there was some gaps in the cat furniture market. So I was at Walmart one day, and I decided to splurge and buy them a big, comfortable bed. It was big enough, really squishy, had faux fur on the inside, and I thought, man, they are gonna love this. And after about 10 seconds of sniffing, my cat preferred to sleep on the couch or just on the ground next to the bed. I wondered if this was a unique problem, and so I conducted a survey of these cats' parents. Um, According to my results, 67% of people said that their cats prefer not to use the furniture specifically made for them. This was actually so popular, in fact, that this was one of the first results when I searched cat meme. Um, and also, Amazon literally prints on the side of their boxes. This box is made with less material and still good for cat condos. So it seems that there's a problem with current cat furniture. Um, and we'll talk about how cardboard fits in a little bit later. So before we can understand what your cat wants, we need to go through what your cat needs. And basic cat needs and basic human needs are actually pretty similar. So basic human needs, we have food, water, shelter, and sleep. And for basic cat needs, we have food, water, shelter, sleep with the addition of scratching. So scratching is a biological need that cats have that a lot of owners don't know. Scratching, they use it to express emotions as well as mark objects with their scent. They also remove dead parts of their nails and sometimes just stretch. So now let's go into a little bit of what cats want. This is stuff that is not necessarily needed for survival, but is nice to have and can extend their life. A quiet private place to dispel waste. This just kind of refers to the litter box placement, and they can actually get pretty anxious when they are using the bathroom in public loud spaces. Entertainment. Cats don't like to be bored. If a cat ever knocks something off of a shelf, it's usually because they're bored and they just want to see what happens. And then as soon as that's done, they want to move on to the next thing that's going to entertain them. And finally, exercise. Cats live pretty long, about 18 to 20 years. And exercise is the number one thing that can give them a long, happy life. Now let's go into some basic human wants as they are not so different. A quiet private place to dispel waste. That's pretty nice. Entertainment. Yeah. I I don't like to be bored. I don't know anyone who does. And exercise, just like cats, we need to exercise and stay healthy if we want to live long. So now let's see what cat owners actually say. So according to my survey, one of the biggest problems was scratching. However, only 40% of people had a scratching post in their home. So this just kind of goes to explain that a lot of cat owners, they don't like the scratching on their furniture, but they don't know that the cat actually needs to do this and like biologically will do this no matter what. So I asked the question, why don't people want more cat products in their home? These are a few of the responses. I would be open to it if they were aesthetic. I would if they looked good. I'm not sure if my cat would like it. It depends how they look. And I'm not trying to make my house cat-based. If you're wondering what a cat-based house looks like, it would probably be something like this. So I decided to look at the current market and I noticed some problems, at least in regards to the comments that I got about aesthetics mainly. So these two on the right, very obviously cat things. They're not really decorative. I mean, they don't look terribly bad, but unless they somehow fit perfectly in with your living room, they're going to stand out. And also for the materials and the quality of the items, the materials and all that, the price is relatively high. This company on the left, Catastrophic Creations, is one of the few companies that I noticed is actually innovating on current cat products. But as this requires $535 and also for the person to drill permanent drywall screws in the wall, this wouldn't be a viable option for me. So who specifically am I designing for? I'm going to be designing for someone who is a new cat owner, someone who wants to incorporate more environmental enrichment for their cat, someone who doesn't want to be a crazy cat lady, and someone who cares about aesthetics. So I created this user persona to kind of choose someone to design for. This is Melissa Ackerman. She is a waitress and freelancer in New York City. She needs an aesthetic set of cat products in order to provide enrichment for her cat, while also not compromising on the look and feel of her small apartment. Her frustrations is that most available options for cat furniture don't look good in her apartment or are much too expensive. Her design preferences are clean, sleek, modern, and minimalist. And Benny is her kitten. 4 months is about the age when you would bring a new cat home. So I'll be designing something that all cats can use, including young cats. Preferences, he is a bush and tree dweller. This refers to where they like to perch. Some cats feel safer in low places and others high. So that needs to be taken into account when designing this furniture. And he needs places to hide and sleep, sunlight access, and lots of playtime. So with these user personas, I started looking at possible designs. I went through a whole slew of different ideas for different types of furniture, maybe including human furniture that has cat aspects. Finally, I landed on these 3 products, which we'll go through. We have Wilson's Window Catio, Benny's Bungalow, and Charlie's Cave Pillow. And they solve for all of the needs on the right hand: the dietary needs, enrichment, entertainment, comfort, sleep, scratching, exercise, hiding, and playing. So along with the main user persona, all 3 of these products would be able to work together to create a system for that owner. But I also wanted to create a specific persona for each of the specific items based on the needs that they solve. So this is Wilson. Wilson is a tree dweller, so he needs higher places. He loves to look outside. He's the only cat in the home, so he needs entertainment, and he loves to chew on his owner's plants. So this is Wilson's Window Catio, and it solves for dietary needs, enrichment, entertainment, comfort, and sleep. Throughout my research, I discovered this piece of cat furniture. This is a window-mounted cat bed. And instantly I thought, wow, this is so cool. I wanted to see if there's any way I could improve on it or use something like this idea to better provide for cats. So I had the idea to add cat grass onto the top of this. If you're wondering what cat grass is a combination of wheat, barley, and rye seeds. It's specifically combined for cats. Just a few things it does. It helps with digestion, entertainment, because they like to chew it. They like the smell of it. It also helps with hairballs. It brings nature inside for those indoor cats that don't get out or can't get out if they want to. And it keeps cats away from other plants or other potentially dangerous like flowers and such. So I thought this would be a great idea. I did a little bit more research on that specific window mount bed, and I soon realized that a lot of people didn't really like it, or it broke very quickly. So I realized that I was going to also have to change the design and not just be able to like add grass to the top. So with help from a mechanical engineer, we came up with this gusset design. This would maximize the pressure pushing into the suction cups. We would also use vacuum seal suction cups that snap down. And with those, with the layout we had, we'd be able to hold up to 35 to 40 pounds. which would be the weight of the average cat plus the grass with a little bit of leeway if they're jumping off or on this product. Here is the final digital render of that product. And here is the material list. This product is estimated to cost, I think, about $12 to manufacture. And once again, Wilson's Window Catio solves for dietary needs, enrichment, entertainment, comfort, sleep. Next, we have Charlie. Charlie is an elderly cat. He's about 16 years old. He is a bush dweller since he can't climb up to those higher places anymore. He needs a quiet, safe place because there are other animals in the home and other children in the home. And when he's trying to sleep, he wants to sleep. This also needs to be easily accessible. Like I said, he has mobility issues, and it also needs to be easily movable in case someone comes over that has allergies. So Charlie's Cave Pillow solves for enrichment, entertainment, comfort, sleep, scratching, hiding, and playing. At the beginning of the ideation, I didn't really know exactly what I was going to do. So I looked at multiple different options just to kind of give a cat with mobility issues or maybe a younger cat, something like that, a place to hide if they're anxious or stressed that's just for them. I ultimately came up with this design. This is just some padded foam pieces with some type of material, some way to snap it together. So I wanted to prototype this to see if my cats actually liked it. So I texted my mom, who has the largest cat that I know of. He is about 22 pounds. And this is him on a regular size pillow. As you can see, he very much enjoyed this process. I then sent one of my smaller cat on a pillow. And this just kind of helped me realize like how big I was going to have to make this thing and how much foam I needed. Because if I used pillows, that would just be a lot of foam. I don't even know if the cat would be able to fit. So I went into a little bit more ideation after that and decided on using some 2-inch foam pieces. So I went to Walmart and purchased those along with some king size mattress or king size pillowcases and sewed up this prototype. You can see here. And as soon as I set this on the ground, somehow Gio knew that this was his. He just kind of went in and laid there for a while. So this is kind of more what it would look like. Just have a little bit more cleaner appearance to it. And these are the materials that I would select for this product. The merino wool is quite expensive for a product like this, but at $13 per unit, you're getting a great material that is odor repellent, very washable and durable. And also they just really love the smell of this material, as well as it conserves heat. So that is Charlie's Cave Pillow, and it solves for enrichment, entertainment, comfort, sleep, scratching, hiding, and playing. Finally, we have Benny. You saw him earlier in the user persona, and for his needs, he is a tree and bush dweller, so he needs places to hide. He needs sunlight access, lots of playtime, and that's going to be hard because he is the only cat in the home, and he loves to scratch. So this product would be solving for enrichment, entertainment, comfort, sleep, scratching, and exercise. Immediately, I knew I wanted to design some form of like a cat tree, because that is more of like an all-in-one item for cats. It provides them with perches higher up, places to hide on the bottom, items to scratch, maybe like a toy or two hanging. So it's just kind of like a jack of all trades for cat furniture. But I came up with this idea instead of a traditional cat tree. My initial idea was to have some sort of shelf, like a bookshelf or something that your cat would also have access to. Maybe put some of your decorations separate from their toys or beds, but still just kind of like making the cat a decoration, I guess. So I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace and customized it for a prototype. I cut some holes in it, sanded it down, wood filled it, painted it, and assembled it in my apartment. And this was their initial reactions to this piece. They liked it. I gave them a lot of verticality in their play, in their just exploration, just smelling, looking at stuff. And they really liked the two holes in the middle. It's just kind of like a little tunnel, like a pass through for them. And here I have a short video of them using this product. So this kind of gave me an idea for how I wanted the final design to work, how I wanted it to be assembled, since I did have to disassemble and reassemble this one, and it was kind of a pain. So I went into some more sketches on what the final product would actually look like. As you can see, the boxes there'd be cardboard boxes that would insert from the back, which would allow you to customize the route with some punch outs. So we'll look at the template for that in a second. Why cardboard? As I mentioned earlier, cats really like cardboard. So I wanted to know why. Cardboard provides them with some sound dampening, as they have very sensitive ears, as well as some odor repellent, because they've, like I said, very sensitive noses as well. And it also conserves heat for them, as well as just gives them a comfortable, quiet place to hide. Also, scratching. Most cheaper scratching posts for cats have just a bunch of corrugated cardboard sheets stacked in a line. And biting. For some reason, cats like to just sink their little teeth into some tasty cardboard. So I wanted to see how true this was. So I set a box down next to my television, and Geo instantly went in there. As you can see, I added a little padding for him as well. And he remained in there for about 6 hours that day, only came out to eat and then went straight back. So that's why we're going to be using those cardboard inserts. I then went into just a little more sketching before taking this into SolidWorks to figure out exactly what forms I wanted to create. I then made a SolidWorks model of the entire piece and assembled it in the way that you would assemble it if it was actually manufactured. So as you can see, every single one of the inside holes would be open, and the cardboard would let you customize the route. Here was my initial render for what this could possibly look like, as well as an exploded view to show just all the parts and how they fit together. And here's just a detailed view of those parts. So how would this product work? Let's say our owner wanted to place a plant in the top left as a decoration. They then maybe wanted to add books and a lamp to that. They also chose to put a little cat grass in the bottom for their cat, as well as maybe a toy. Now they choose the route that their cat goes on. If you take a look at this bottom left box, that's the one we're going to be focusing on. So as you can see, it needs access up and to the right. You would then take the template of the cardboard box, and you would find these two holes, punch them out to create the box on the bottom. And by doing that, you would be able to completely customize the route and be able to choose which items that your cat has access to in which box. So now looking at what these items could possibly look like in here. And now, as you can see, the cat would have access to these boxes and not to these ones. So this just kind of gives you a nice aesthetic looking piece of furniture where your cat can enjoy and sleep and play while not compromising on the look and feel of an apartment. Materials for this project, these are kind of the standard materials for most mass manufactured bookshelves. That plastic would just be for the trim around the sides. The honeycomb structure paper filling would be used on the top, bottom, and sides. And this just provides a lightweight piece that also has a very strong shape and a lot of stability. And finally, fiberboard for those inside pieces. So that was Benny's Bungalow. And once again, that solves for enrichment, entertainment, comfort, sleep, scratching, and exercise. I also had the idea to include an application. I didn't have much time to flush this out, but I just wanted there to be something that new cat owners could go to, or existing cat owners, and just kind of learn more about how to maybe train your cat, study them to see what furniture they would like, keep a timeline, maybe have some nutrition and communication, probably with a vet. So these are my 3 products that I created. I believe that I solved the initial how might I for this project, which was to create a beautiful set of cat furniture that cats actually want. Thank you.